This is Anthony, following instructions. I was told to stop here and talk to you for a little bit. From the busyness of the office, of work, through the busyness of traffic, before the busyness of the dogs and the cats and the plants, and all the things that need to be taken care of at home. We're stopped here, relatively quiet, to talk about complaining and about releasing, the difference. It's 97 degrees here today, which is about 36, and it's the city and it's humid. So people are complaining. And just a simple statement of fact. If it's raining, everybody does this and they don't like it. If you just walk with your shoulders like this and relax, the rain's not too bad. If you don't complain, it's not about thinking positively. It's simply about just how does one describe the day? It's hot. Is it bad hot? Well, if you're sick perhaps or weak, it might be debilitating. But for most relatively healthy people, it's not that big a deal. Complaining is not the same as releasing or communicating. I learned a valuable lesson one time. I saw a raccoon that had been hit by a car by the wall, this big wall that was part of the health food store that I shop at. And I went, I saw those people gathered around, concerned people. The raccoon was terrified and injured. And I said, okay. I started praying for the raccoon. I went and did my shopping, came out praying. Now the raccoon had moved to underneath the car to a worse position, terrified. And it was just, so I'm just praying, and having prayed and meditated for many years, I figured, well, I should have some weight with God. And I was pissed off. I was hurt that the raccoon wasn't, something didn't happen to save the raccoon. A miracle didn't come to save the raccoon. I was mad at God, because it's an innocent creature the way I saw it, and it was suffering terribly and in terrible fear. And God didn't listen to my prayers. God didn't listen to the suffering of the raccoon, and it just, I don't know how it ended. I left. Well, actually, I called animal control because they're going to kill the animal, but the animal's badly injured and just suffering. Anyway, a short while after that, I went to my friend who's a healer. Went back home to Canada, and she was healing, and she tested my chakras, and she said, your crown chakra is blown, meaning not functioning properly. Crown chakra, most connected to the divine. And I don't know, not coincidentally, I just started talking about the raccoon. Now at that point in my spiritual development, I figured you never talk about such personal things because it's just complaining. It's just complaining. It's personalizing something. It's the raccoon that was suffering, not me, that kind of thing. But I started talking about the raccoon, and I think I started crying or whatever because it was really a sad situation. It was difficult for that poor being, and she didn't have to do any work on my crown chakra, just talking about it. She tested it after I was talking. She said, well, let's test your crown chakra. And I said, why? She said, let's just test it. She tested it, and it was fine. And I said, what happened? She said, well, you needed to talk about it. And I said, yeah, but talking about it is just indulging. It's not about me. It's about the raccoon. She goes, no, you're human. And humans need to talk about things sometimes. And that was a valuable lesson. So there's a difference between releasing and communicating what needs to be communicated because we're humans and we need to do that, and complaining. This sucks, right? Relax your shoulders in the rain. You'll see it's not that bad to be wet. It's hot. It's not that bad. But if you need to communicate, do so. Okay. Talk soon. Stay conscious.